All right, hello, Cheerskevin here, and we are flying in the sky. We have created flight. It is amazing, and welcome back to nowhere. And yeah, I've been busy. I've been cleaning stuff up. Let me walk you through some of the changes that I've made. I'm not doing anything particularly new, just trying to tidy up stuff that we have existing. Now, well, yeah, when we last left off, we were able to finally get the draconic chest plate, which allows us creative flight, which is amazing. And as a result, I've been able to go through and try and clean up some, not all, but a fair bit of our cable spaghetti. Because we had AE cables kind of going every which way. There's still a little bit more work for me to do in that respect, but I've hidden a pathway of AE going kind of all around this outer ring, which is cool. I've also extended out these upper platforms just by a little bit and then added these sort of support beams, and that's a little sneaky way of me also snaking up some cabling up through here so we can get it into that center column. And then maybe if we do have AE needs up here as well, we can do that. We've been able to hide away a lot of the cabling. It was suggested in a video that we should have some sort of color coding or some way to know from up here which direction we're going, because a lot of times I'll just be like, oh yeah, we're gonna go over, oh wait, no, wrong way. Yeah, so I ended up throwing down a whole bunch of pedestals with items that sort of reflect what it is that we're actually doing over here. So yeah, this is the power corner, this is the AE corner, this is the draconic corner, and this is the actually additions corner. So cool. Speaking of, I've cleared away some of our actually additions nonsense that was over here, and I have set it back up again. So one thing, set up the auto chisel. Some of you may have noticed when I was going through and adding the unbreakable or the resilient. I don't remember the modifiers to make this unbreakable. It didn't apply all of them, and that's why this thing ended up breaking. But once we put that in, then we're great. So we never have to replace this chisel. We just have a paper chisel that is unbreakable, and it can go ahead and continually process seared creeper face for us. So that's using an interface. We've got some cable facades kind of hiding a whole bunch of these, which is great. The atomic reconstructor now is set up in deactivation mode. So by default, it's deactivated because we have this torch tower. As soon as there's anything on the pressure plate, this dropper is going to spit out a whole bunch of stuff, and then this thing will just pulse whenever it can, and it's not going to convert things one at a time anymore, which is great. And then we have up here a ranged collector, which is whitelisted to be allowed to pick up soul sand, because that's the only recipe we have right now. We may eventually add more. Okay, let's see, yes, the Empowerer. So the Empowerer, let's see how we've got this set up. So this is a little messy under here. Things go into this input chest, and the interface going into this input chest we set to blocking mode. It says do not push crafting items if the inventory contains items. So it's not allowed to put anything into this crate if there is currently stuff in this crate. And that just makes sure that we're not going to try and push. If we say I want 10 solid experience, solidified experience, that's 4 lime dye and 1 seared creeper face, it's not going to end up stacking a whole bunch of those, because we need to make sure that they go in the right order, so that the outside items, because this is going to sneak around, it's going to push up into the display stand, into this display stand, into this display stand, into this display stand, and then finally up into the Empowerer itself. And of course we need to make sure that it does all of that in the correct order. So we've set this interface to only push input items when it's allowed, when everything else has been already sent off. And then yeah, we're just extracting from the Empowerer as well. So that's nice and clean, and we're able to run that, which is fantastic news. I feel like there's got to be an easier way. There is an option also with the Empowerer. If we were to set up an inventory to separate the Empowerer from the display stands, you can use both a servo and a retriever on the same line, so that we could automatically push to the Empowerer, and then as soon as it's done, automatically retrieve out. So we could have a single connection kind of going up just from the bottom for this, but that's a little bit much. Moving on to our Draconic Infusion stuff, I've rearranged these a little bit just to make sure that every infuser is in direct contact with the power cell, because they charge faster that way, which is good. And I have kind of a similar setup of here of pushing stuff in and pulling stuff out, and then a clock, which I've decided, hey, we'll just have the clock pulse at this kind of all the time, and we'll just assume that there aren't going to be recipes where we're like, oh yeah, we're going to craft this one, although if we had waited for all of the additional recipes, all of the additional ingredients to go in, it would have been cooler. But yeah, the key big difference that I've made to this is I have this weird sort of machine here. We are using item ducts in a way they're not really meant to be used, but that's okay. This is a redstone relay, and it allows us to basically convert the item duct into a redstone signal. So let me show you how this works. Inside this ESD is a key. I put a drawer key in here. Now, you remember if we when we were having issues with our draconic crafting, it was because we were using an item token. We were saying that, hey, if you give me the ingredients to make a thing and an item token, I will give you the thing and then the item token back as a secondary byproduct. And that works just fine to make sure that it only does one at a time. But when we tried to do kind of recursive crafting and stuff, it was saying, well, I know how to get a token. I'll just get it as a secondary byproduct from some unrelated thing that you didn't want. Yeah. So we needed to get rid of that strategy. And this machine here is all about just preventing the interface from queuing up more than one job at a time. Okay, so the way that this works is if there are ingredients put into this chest, this key is going to drop down into this chest. We detect that the key is dropped down, and we'll go, hey, there's a key, and because it puts it in this slot. And we'll say, hey, there's a key. That means you can extract the ingredients out of here into this chest, and from this chest, we can go ahead and actually process the stuff. But the interface is looking at here, and it's saying, oh, there's still a key in there, therefore I can't push in more ingredients for some other craft. And that means that it's going to wait until the key gets removed. Let's see, yeah, whenever any ingredient ends up in here, like the advanced power cell, we can put this in right now. It's not going to break anything. We put in the advanced power cell, it drops the key into there, and then the power cell gets extracted and goes into there, which then routes this all around here, and it's going to throw this in as an ingredient. Sorry, it throws it into here, which of course it's not going to do anything with that, but that's fine. Now this key is just hanging out here, preventing Applied Energistics from throwing in a new recipe, right? So we make sure that this chest is never empty so that it can't throw in multiple recipes. And then we just have a receiver over here. Now we could combine, I just wanted to make this wireless to try and make it a little cleaner. This is a memory circuit, so it actually remembers, hey, we've set this to crafting mode, and then we actually have to send it a pulse in from this receiver to pull the key back up. And once we do that, it's going to power this retriever, which is going to pull the key out, because this is whitelisted to only pull the retriever. This is blacklisted to never pull the key. This is blacklisted to never pull the key. And then we also lock the ESD, so it's not going to drop it back in. So for example, if I say, hey, we're done crafting, and I'll do that by putting something in the output, which it's going to measure, it's going to send a signal back up over to here, and you can see this is powered because it is in, the key is now back in here. So yeah, that's a little bit complicated. I tried to make a whole video where we made a better version of this, but it became a disaster. So I decided, oh, we're not going to go with that. Okay. So what are we doing today? Now that I think I've walked through most of this, I've tidied this up a little bit, put more stuff in the floor, got better, more energy collectors, our power flowers, so that we're throwing more EMC into the system. I think these are all. Oh no, those are storage cells. Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. We're still gathering EMC. Got this a little cleaned up. Auto crafters, nice. Yeah, everything's cool. But what I want to do today is I want to tackle power. Now, I know that one of the things we're trying to do is get to the creative RF source. And we're actually not terribly far off. We already have the creative modifier. We have advanced power cells. We've been using them. Resonant cell frame is something we should be able to get to reasonably soon. MFSU is from Industrial Craft. We'll have to look at that. The Energy Core from Draconic Evolution is just a crafting recipe of stuff that we already have, so I just crafted up 2 of those. But the big challenge is that we would need to get to chaotic tier fusion injectors. And of course, we need a Draconic Reactor Core, which requires chaos shards. If you start to look at some of the RF costs of this, I mean, that's 500 million. That's not nothing. It's also a fair amount of EMC, but that's neither here nor there. Right now in our network, how much power do we have? We have, yeah, so we had, if we divide, 169, so about, 170 million is the max that we can even store, to say nothing about production. So the question becomes, how do we go about producing stuff? And I was looking through to see, hey, does this point us in any particular direction? It does point us in the direction of making the nuclear reactor from IC2. However, I've been racking my brain, and I can't figure out a way to convert from IC2 power, which is the energy units, EU, into RF, which is what we actually would end up needing. So I think we're going to not do that yet again. I think instead what we're going to do is probably tear this platform down and build ourselves a big reactor, okay? So, yeah, let's plan on doing that, because big reactors, or sorry, extreme reactors, which is the new name for it, is in this pack. Extreme reactors, okay? Cool. And I've not messed with this, but we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure this out together. We're gonna need graphite bar. We're gonna need yellowite ore. We're gonna need a bunch of stuffs. And we're gonna see. So what I want to try and do. Let's see how much. I'm trying to see. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Right. That's it. Right. Okay, that's fine. 8 by 9. We could do. So yeah, we could put our reactor here. I'm kind of wondering though if I want to make it tall, in which case maybe we don't want it to be up here. Well, I'm not. Yeah. We'll make it up here. It'll be fine. That'll be fine. Though one thing is that we're not gonna sink the base layer into the floor because we actually have a cable facade here hiding the AE core that goes up to here. Okay, so let's start putting this together. I've not, as you may be able to tell, I've not really set this up just yet. Can I? Okay, cool. I can actually just type those things in there. So with this, there are multiple ways that we can go about creating reactors, and there are turbines, and there are reactors, and there are crazy things. And generally, that you end up wanting to try and find stuff that's more efficient because yellowite ore is difficult to get. But we have EMC, so we don't care. We're ridiculous. So yellowite is basically the input fuel that we'll start off with. I think eventually we'll generate plutonium, and then that becomes our input source because it's a little better as far as I understand. I've been trying to watch some videos, but I'm lazy. What are we going to need? We're going to need reactor casings, I think. Let's see, reactor casing, and let's see how we can go about making some of this. So reactor casings basically we use as sort of the frame of our reactor. We're going to build a big and inefficient thing that's going to irritate and trigger some of you, which I got to be honest, I'm kind of excited about. Okay, and we'll just see. Hopefully we can get it to generate a fair amount of power, and then we can take we'll actually free up this platform, which is good because we'll eventually need a place to set up some astral sorcery stuff as well. Okay, yeah, let me generate some reactor casings. How can we do this? Okay, so we don't have a lot of the stuff. I think we know how to. I think we came across graphite. Yes, we did at some point. So there we go. Or actually, graphite is just grinding up coal or charcoal. I can't remember. So let's see here. Reactor, blah blah blah. There, cool. Reactor casing. Let's make sure we've learned that. And reactor casing core. Sure, we'll grab a whole stack of that because why the heck not? And then we don't need a stack. Oh, fair enough. Okay, because yeah, this is EMC based stuff. Haha. Reactor core. Craft us up. I don't know, 100 of that. That's way too many, but that's okay. I also want to let's see reactor glass. I want to use this. Wait, that's reactor glass legacy. Let's see, reactor glass. Wait, why is it legacy? It does say that the casing is legacy too. So I don't know. Maybe we're fine. We're gonna assume we're fine. Okay, so let's set down the frame of this thing, and I think the floor of this also needs to be. Now, and we measured this out, but I forget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we'll make this 7 by 7 then. And yeah, then we can go ahead and push this back by a block. So then 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and yeah, we're not gonna dig into the floor because we have cables running underneath there. So 2, 3 there. 1, 2, 3, and there we go. This is going to be our reactor chamber. And my understanding is that the taller ones tend to be more... generally when you're building these, you're worrying about efficiency. Since we're in EMC land, I don't particularly care about efficiency. We can just supply this with a ton of fuel and be wasteful about it, and not necessarily care too much. Maybe we ought to, but yeah, whatever. It's fine. Okay, so this frame has to be made out of these casings. Now, I really hope that this works, because otherwise I'm going to feel kind of dumb, but that's okay. We'll put this together. I guess in theory we could make it taller, but yeah, whatever. Put this all up like this, and there, okay? And now I think if we right-click this, it's going to tell us, yeah, it's going to say, hey, you don't have a thing. Oh, we've got, yeah, not enough control rods. So, let's see, we also need to line the floor with this stuff. Let me grab some more of these materials, and yeah, I'll be right back. All right, and I'm just going to be wasteful and line things with this glass. And yeah, I mean, legacy may just mean, oh well, who knows? Who knows what it means? The thing is that, so this mod, as far as I understand, used to be called Big Reactors, and then when everybody was updating to 112, it did not get the MODPACK author abandoned it, and so someone else maintained it, and they had to change the name for reasons. So that's my understanding of what the deal is here. And yeah, we're just we're basing this off of my view of tutorial. So we're gonna see if we can get this thing to run. And I'm sure it's going to be wildly inefficient. I'm sure you guys will have some helpful advice or criticism, either one. Both are always welcome. And okay, so we're gonna need fuel rods, and then we need controllers on top of those fuel rods, I think, based on my understanding. So fuel rods, yeah, reactor fuel rods. We need to be able to craft those, hopefully. What are we missing? We are missing refined uranium. I think we have refined uranium, do we not? Yes, we do. In theory, we should have had to get that from the IC2 stuff, but yeah, we didn't because we're awesome. Okay. Here you go. Reactor fuel rod. Throw that in. What? Yeah. Reactor fuel rod. And then we need a controller of some sort. Controller. Stream controller. Let's see. Control rod. Turbine controller. Reactor controller. I think. Yeah, we definitely need that. Need more refined uranium. What? I gave you a whole bunch of refined uranium. Stop being so greedy. Jeez. Okay. Put that up there. And reactor controller legacy. Cool. Yeah, we can go ahead and throw those in there. Aha, no. Okay, so it's that we need a control rod on the top of the fuel rod. I think. Yes, control rod. Okay, also a legacy thing for whatever reason. That's fine. I mean, these things all have EMC, so I was nervous that maybe this was not a mod we were really supposed to be playing with. But given that these all have EMC, we're fine. Okay, so I did watch a. Why did I put these all in here? I should not have done that. Yeah. Oh, it wasn't connected. It's fine. Oh, whatever. Okay. So there was a video by Wells Knight, a while back. It talked about, hey, a lot of people do, structure their stuff wrong, and that you can, you actually get more efficiency if you put things in, a plus instead of a checkerboard pattern. And I don't know if that's true, but we're going to run with it because I like his videos. Which is a great reason to do stuff. Okay, so let's see, and then we need, yeah, the control rods go on top of here, as far as I understand. So we'll go like that, and then in theory you can leave the area around these empty, but it'll be more effective. It'll be more efficient, which I just got done saying, yeah, we don't really have to care too much about efficiency, but why not? Why not care a little bit? Oh, come on. There we go. I feel, now that I have creative flight, I keep on going like, why can't I just click it? And then it immediately disappears. It's weird. Yeah, but I mean, it wouldn't hurt us to try and be a little bit efficient. So let me just get this sealed up again, and then I will be right back with you. Hey, let me grab a wand. Why don't I grab a wand, right? We know about wands. Let's grab Builder's Wand. There we go. And throw that there. Yeah, look at that. Now we're going to be super efficient. We're definitely going to save the time that we took to do that. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then wand. Yeah, okay. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and wand. And we're gonna have to break some of this glass anyway because we need to actually set up the ports on things. But that's okay. There we go. And wand. Okay. So now this is still going to complain at us. It's going to say, hey, it requires at least one controller. So we need to have a controller. And I don't know. I feel like we can't put this in the floor. I feel like it needs to be in the side panel. But we can try, I guess, and see. Only casings may be used as part of the frame. Yeah. So this is the frame, and we can't put this in as part of the frame. Should we put the controller? Part of me is tempted to put, no, we'll put the controller up here. Why the heck not? Get rid of this. Oh man, I should make a more efficient thing. Okay, so it is offline. We can activate it, and now it's active. Congratulations. Deactivate it. So we can turn it on. We can turn it off. That's great. The only other thing, though, is I don't like the view now. That's okay. We are going to need input and outputs that we can actually get fuel in and out of here. So we're going to need that. Input, I don't know. Extreme at, come on. Oh, right, yeah. Extreme input. Let's see. Oh, sorry, it's an access port. Okay, so cool. We need an access port. Thank you. And those you can set to multiple things. Access. Fair enough. Grab way too many of those. That works for me. And we will put those here, there, and there. So we'll input Yellorium and output something else. And I think we can just hit this. Yeah, we can say, eject waste. Should be able to do that. Oh, there we go, outlet mode. So now this is input. We can put yellorium in there. This is output. We can put not yellorium in there. Okay. So I think in theory, oh, you know what? We need a redstone. We need a way to get the power out. Yeah, that's gonna be important. So let's extreme turbine fluid port. No. Redstone port. Yes, I need a redstone port. Thank you. Let's go ahead and make sure that is learned as well. Redstone port. Cool. And yeah, I guess it's tempting to wait. Redstone port. No, we don't want a redstone port. We want a flux port. Yeah, that's not what I was thinking. We want some way to Tesla power tap. Let's see. Is it Tesla? Does it matter if it's Tesla or RedNet or let's see, reactor access port, computer port. Turbine reactor, redstone flux power tap. Let's just say flux. Turbine, yeah, okay. Reactor, redstone flux power tap, I think is what we actually want. Okay, fair enough. I think redstone you can use to turn it off and on, which is great. But that's not what we want to do right now. Okay, so yeah, what we actually want is the ability to extract flux from here, which would be very, very nice. Very nice and convenient. Okay, so we'll plan on, I guess maybe we'll take out this bottom panel entirely. And then maybe we will put the controller in the back, just to make things nice and pretty for us. No, I don't want to put the controller in the back. Let's put this there, and we'll just put some casings here. You can use casing or that, but that's I think going to be a little cleaner. Okay. And now, if we turn this on, it should work, except, you know, there's no fuel in there. But it should be able to produce stuff. I mean, it's a valid structure, so that's cool. We have to get some yellorium, or yellorite. Yellorite is the ore. Now, we actually happen to get some yellorite from the miner. So yellorite, we get from the miner. And if we look at what we can do with this, we can crush it. Okay, so we can smelt it into refined uranium, which is fine, but we don't actually want to do that. We can crush it in the pulverizer. Let's see. Yeah, pulverizer. Oh, that's going to get us uranium grit. Oh, well, we don't want that, though. Okay, so that's interesting. There are multiple ways, because what we want is yellorium dust. And it looks like the only way for us to get that is with the actual additions crusher, or yeah, okay, okay, so yellorium dust. We can then smelt up. Oh, that gets us refined uranium too. Okay, huh? Let's see here. Yellorite. Yellorium. Yellorium block from yellorium ingots. Oh no, is there going to be no way for us to get yellorium ingots? I don't suppose we could just provide this with refined uranium, right? Uranium. Yeah, just take some of that. Because there's a separate uranium ore, but it looks like, yeah, the recipes have been changed to make, well, I mean, let's see. Oh, okay. It will take uranium. That is cool. And if we turn this is online, and it is, okay, the core heat is very hot. As far as I know, this is not going to explode. The core heat, blah, 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 core heat is transferred to the casing. It is generating 2,000 RF per tick. Cool. Okay. Cool. So that's I've now disabled this, so it's going to deactivate. It does have its own internal energy buffer that is still charging because it's just no longer heating additional stuff. Cool. All right. Fair enough. And then at some point we're going to get output waste materials, I think, from here. Okay. I was scared there for a second. If we don't have yellorite, what are we going to do? But okay. If refined uranium works, then we're happy because that is something we can EMCFI till the cows come home. All right. So in fact, let us do that. Let's grab ourselves. Actually, well, yeah. Let's do that for the moment. Actually, let me turn this on, and we'll see. We'll just let this run. Now, so auto eject waste. Yes. Of course, it can't right now. So this heat does get pretty crazy, and high heat raises fuel usage, which is fine for us right now. I mean, basically, it's going to mean that we're not using this particularly efficiently, but we don't care about efficiency because we can continue to pipe stuff into here. As far as I understand, there's no sort of explosion mechanic, although maybe we better slash back up just to be safe anyway. So it looks like we're stuck here around 2600 Celsius, which is fine. It means we're going through this many millibuckets per tick. This is the core fuel status, 0.3 depleted, so it does have some waste. And as we run this, it'll produce more waste. I guess we ought to grab a power cell, because yeah, right now this is producing 2,000 kilorefs. Let's grab a power cell and put this on our network. Oh, this one's already configured. Lovely. Okay. Thank you for that. Let's throw this on the network then. And in fact, we could. Yeah, I'd like to set up multiple of these. But that's okay. Out. Sorry, no, in. There we go. And now, yeah, so this is green because it is actually outputting to a thing. Cool. So now we're providing power that way, and that's really cool. Okay, so let's get this set up as it is for the moment, and we'll just have a oh, sorry, we went it from over here because yeah, I'm lazy. So let's see, energy, condenser, Mark. Yeah, I want the Mark 1 because I'm lazy, and then we'll have not antimatter relays. We'll just get Mark 3s. A couple of these. And then we'll take some item ducts. I don't think we'll actually need them, but that's okay. Just to keep this a little clean and keep this sort of hidden, not looking too messy. We'll keep that there and that there. And then all we need to do is grab some uranium and tell this thing, hey, we would like some uranium. There. Come on. So tell this thing to be producing uranium. It's also interesting to me that this condenser does it. Okay, I mean it looks green to me. Does it look green to anybody else? Oh yeah, I think I left clicked instead of right clicked. Okay, so it is going to take a while to produce that. That's probably okay. I mean I guess we'll find out if that's a problem. Oh, you know what? I didn't grab a servo. Let me grab one of those real quick. Yeah, servo. Boom. There we go. And okay, so we're definitely running this in a way that we're not, we shouldn't be just yet, but that's all right. And yeah, go ahead and ignore redstone. So continue to just pipe out anything that you generate. There we go. It's going to just continue to throw uranium into the system. So hooray, hooray, hooray. And as far as waste products go, we're going to have to kind of let this sit for a little bit before we know exactly how much waste. So yeah, it's 1% depleted. We need to actually extract, which maybe we should craft up another dumpster and just pipe out into there. Although I'm wondering, as far as like, so plutonium, plutonium was the byproduct that you get from running yellorium, I think you have to refine it. I don't remember. Plutonium and dust, blah blah blah. Plutonium and dust you get from, I don't know. There was some crazy process via which you could get this, which might be a more efficient fuel source, but we don't necessarily have to worry about that. Okay, so this is running, and we have automated stuff going into it. We have automated power coming out. I suppose what we could do just to see what we get out of here is just grab a chest and another. There we go, and then another. No, we've got the item. We're good. So we'll pop a chest behind here, so then when it does produce something, we can see what it produces for us. And if I put this on here, is this still going to open? Yes, it will. Okay, thank you for that. And we'll just say, hey, go ahead and extract anything. And yeah, right now there's no output, so hooray. And it is set to, yes, it is set to eject waste. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Okay, so now we're producing power. Now, one thing we can do to improve the efficiency significantly, so I think these sparks are meant to indicate, like, hey, you idiot, you're doing something very stupid. What does this do? Oh, this is casing heat. High heat raises energy output and coolant conversion. Okay, we can put coolant in those empty spaces around outside the fuel rods. And what we ought to, and my understanding is that the best thing that we can use is there's a cryotheum. Yes, gelid cryotheum is the thing that we want to use. And apparently this is like crazy, crazy cold. So let's go ahead and bookmark it because that looks fancy. I'll take this yellorium dust off of there. Now, the way we do this is we need cryotheum dust, which means we need blizz powder. So how are we going to get blizz powder? Well, it looks to me like the only way we can get that is by getting snowballs and pouring liquid experience onto it. Or essence of knowledge, but, oh, actually, that would work too. Okay, yeah, maybe we do that. So the process for creating solidified experience, that is an empowering recipe. So let's go ahead and just tell that to do that. Solidified experience. I'm just going to take out this. I know it was mentioned that you can middle click to tell it to craft, despite the fact that we've already got stuff in here. My mouse doesn't actually have a middle click button because I use a weird trackball mouse because I'm a weirdo. But yeah, we'll go ahead and let this thing go. The slow part here is the actual transportation, but we do have a pedestal that keeps the actual empowering going nice and quick. Let's see, we've got a crucible over here, don't we? Yes, it's got stuff in it. Have we learned? No. Okay, can I craft a magma crucible then? Let's see. I'm gonna say probably not. Let's just be wasteful, but actually, because once we get let's figure this out. Once we get this, okay, so this does not have EMC. This, okay, so none of these. Oh, okay, so these do not have EMC at all. Well, in that case, yeah, I kind of do. Still you. In that case, yeah, we're gonna want to automate the process of getting to. Well, no, we don't need to automate it because we only need this we only need an arbitrary number to fill this up. So okay, let's just go through the process of doing this then. So we need cryothium dust, which means we need blizz powder, which we get. Yeah. So no, centrifugal stuff. Fluid transposer, pouring liquid experience onto snowballs. Okay, and of course we've got this right here. So I didn't even need to move that. Okay, fair enough. Although we did need to empty it. So yeah, that's also fair. Let's empty you by picking you up and setting you down. And then what I'm going to tell you is let's disable your config for the moment. Let's just toss in your solidify experience. Let's get you melted stuff up, and then fluid transpose on top of there. Let's deconfig you, and just going to grab a stack of snowballs then. Snowballs. Come on. Thankfully, we got these before we disabled the weather over here. So we'll go ahead and throw those in, and then, yeah, I guess we can just pull from the bottom, can't we? Then we'll send to the top, and this should, I mean, it's going to require some arbitrary amount, but it should give us some of this blisteringly cold stuffs. And then we need to combine that with snowball and redstone, and that will give us a cryothium dust. And then how do we get from the cryothium dust to the... okay, it's just going through a magma crucible again. Okay, and of course we could do some of this with Ender IO machines. We really haven't gotten into the Ender IO stuff just yet. So that's, I don't know, something that maybe we ought to do. Thermal expansion, we have upgrade kits handy. So why not? Thermal foundation, can I... Oh, you know, these gear... Oh, you know, I kind of want to get gears automated just because they're always... They've been a bit of a pain in the butt. Although, again, it's one where it's like, oh, well, no, we're using them for the upgrade kit, so maybe it does make sense. Should we try and build one of those? So we could do gears. We could automate that with the smeltery, but automating things with the smeltery is a little iffy. Probably easier would be to automate against a metal press, because that's an input and output type of thing. I think the plates don't ever really break, so fingers crossed. Steel plate and engineer's wire cutters. Cool. We can make that. So this, I need to remember, we're going to need our manual, aren't we? Yeah, manual. And of course, I'm sitting here doing this for no reason, because we're just going to get a lot of this. We can just use the magma crucible twice, and it's not the end of the world. Let's look and see, though. Simple machinery. Is this an advanced machine? Is it a heavy machine? Okay, the metal press is a heavy machine. Okay, so we need a piston. Okay, so 2 steel scaffolding. Lovely. You know what? We honestly probably don't even need to worry about automating this. We can probably run this manually for a fair bit of time. Okay, so 2 steel scaffolding, a redstone engineering block, a heavy engineering block. Okay, let's see. Piston. There we go. Heavy engineering block. No? Can I have one of those? Nope, we're missing something. Steel mechanical components. Okay, how do I make those? Remind me. Nope. Okay. We need. Wait. Really? I can't do what? Heavy engineering block. Steel mechanical components. Steel plates. Do we really not have steel plates? How do we not have steel plates? That's ridiculous. We can. Okay, we can do that in the metal former, but. Do we have steel in here? Not yet, but we will shortly. Let's grab some steel out of there. There we go. And just throw some in here and hope that not all of it alloys up. I don't know what it whether or what it would alloy with, but whatever. We'll throw those in, and then just we've got stuff in there. Electrum. Let me just break you, because I am a lazy butt. Put the casting table back down. Throw that there, and we will just grab the plate cast. What cast did I? Okay, whatever. Throw that in there. Then once we've got this steel melted up, we can go ahead and just pour out the plates that way, and then we'll be fine. Meanwhile, we've got a bunch more experience. 37 of this, lovely. Oh man, and I love that these resources are effectively, free now, which is, it's fun. Okay, we've got some blues powder, so hooray for us. We need to combine that, and this is crazy frozen stuff, so we're gonna handle it with care. We're gonna get we'll throw that in here, and then what do we need? We need, the cryothium dust. Grab all of that. There we go. Now we've got 4 of those, and that will go back into a magma crucible to become super cold, super liquid, extra fralidocious. What am I talking about? All right, I'm just gonna throw some more snowballs in here, so we keep this up. And how are we looking over here? We have steel should be there. Yep. Okay, molten steel, and pour out a whole bunch of plates, please. And we'll just get that going. We needed the redstone block of something. Looks like that redstone engineering block, and we know the crafting recipe. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh no, it's an EMC one. That's why I was like, really? We bothered to do that? Cool. Throw that away. So this goes, so we're just going to set this down here. I think we'll set it in, we'll set it centered like this. And then, what was it? So it was a steel scaffolding, a piston that we'll have to rotate. Can I rotate you like this? No. Okay. I think I can rotate this with the engineer's hammer or something. Oh. Engineers, maybe. We'll find out. Throw that in there, and there we go. Okay, cool. And then what else did we need on here? Okay, so yes, just 2 conveyor belts, and I guess we can determine which way we want that to go. Conveyor belts, we've got a bunch of those, and then we just need that heavy engineering block, which is the last little step. So plop this down, pointed this way. Plop this down, pointed this way. And yeah, our immersive engineering area is getting weird, and we've got this mostly disabled anyway. So at some point we should probably, we may go back and reconfigure that. We need the steel plates because we just need those fun components. Steel plates, cool. Thank you very much. And throw those into the system. And now, what was the heavy engineering block? Yes. I always bookmark with the multi-block structures instead of the actual thing that we're building because I'm an idiot. Okay. Steel mechanical components. We need 2 of these at least. There we go. And heavy engineering block. Thank you. And of course we get 2 of them, which is cool. I mean, we don't need it, but it's nice. There. And now we can hit you with a hammer. There we go. Okay. So we can throw stuff. We need to put a press in there. So we need to craft up the press. Let's figure out how we do that. Gear. Metal press gear, more steel plates, and then engineer's wire cutters gives us that. Okay, fair enough. Steel plates. There, and then wire cutters. Whoop. Yeah, go ahead and just give me those like that. Thank you. One like so, and we put that away. And let's see if we can make this. So we'll put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then wire cutters like that. We have the wrong blueprints, don't we? Yes, we do. Okay, so let's look again. Gear, press, and engine blueprints. We need the one that is metal press molds. Okay, so that's a steel plate, lapis, and paper. That's easy enough for us to do. Cool. Let's make that then. So give me this one. Yes, metal press molds. Thank you, metal press molds. And now we know how to do this. So let's get rid of this blueprint. Let's put in this one. And metal press mold. How do I? Did it just make some? It's flickering. That's being weird. Okay, what are you? I'm confused. What are you actually doing? Have you been putting? No, there's no molds in here. I want this. 5 steel plates and engineer's wire cutters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Engineer's wire cutters. Oh, okay. Weird. All right. Metal press mold gear. And that should mean that if we go ahead and drop some bronze ingots, which we can craft up, man, this is going to be so much easier than pouring stuff out. Yeah, we've got 64 of that. That should mean we can go ahead and just chuck those on here. Oh, this thing needs power, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Okay, let's... That's okay. We can provide you with some power. We've got power cells for days. Power cell? Give me one. Well, that works too. And a power cell card I guess I'm going to need. And we'll just toss that up on here. And make sure to link it via you. There we go. Set up that card. And get that in there. And now, you've got power. You've got power. Come on. You've got power. Your power is right up there. That's where you accept power. Oh, right. We don't have this set to output. There we go. And there we go. Look. Watch. It has pressed us some gears. Hooray, hooray, hooray. And then we can just put some chests. I think this may auto-extract, but I'm not positive. There we go. That will automatically input stuff, so that's nice. But this is at least a faster way for us to get some bronze gears. Okay? So, cool. Bronze gears now in there. Can we make another magma crucible? Or should we just use the same one? Magma crucible. Let's bookmark you real quick. Well, we need another bronze gear. And we need a machine frame, which means we need some platinum gear. Oh, man. Yeah, no, we should just use the same magma crucible. It's fine. Okay, so how are we looking over here? We got a bunch more blizz powder. Congratulations to us. We'll go ahead and deconfigure you and get you melting up some cryothium. Meanwhile, we'll craft up some more stuffs. We'll craft up some more cryothium. There we go. 2 more. Why not more? Snow? There we go. Yeah, craft up some more snow. Why not? And craft up some more cryothium dust. Boom, 10 of that. That should be nice. That's a start. What am I getting? That's a weird particle effect showing up somewhere. Oh yeah, that's our empowering station, just automatically making experience for us, because it's better than actually getting experience on our own. Lovely. Okay. Cool. And this is gonna start to fill up, and we'll just basically bucket it over into here to make this thing more efficient. Meanwhile, has this produced any sort of output? It has. Oh, we get cyanide ingots. Okay, yes. So cyanide ingots, we can craft these into plutonium ingots. And looking at the internet, I don't think it's necessarily important for us to do this. I think basically people just end up doing this so that they get more out of their system. I think it's just a matter of trying to get fuel efficiency up. I don't think we actually need to worry about this. Let me just configure these cards. Get some cards in here and configure that multi-block real quick, because I figured why not at least make that look a little bit pretty. I think we're basically just going to avoid the plutonium because we don't need it. Let me just go ahead and link these. There we go. And then I can go ahead and install these like so. And then, those can just sit here and structurally and look pretty. And then we'll just create ourselves a dumpster, I guess. Let's see, dumpster. Boom. And there we go, another dumpster, and we'll just pipe the output of this into the dumpster. In theory, we could feed it back into the system, but we don't really care to. We would have to craft it and then feed it back in the system, but it's not worth bothering. Let's at least memorize this so that if we decide that we have some need for cyanite, we can do that, but I don't foresee it being a thing, so we're fine. There we go, and boom. And there we go. So now we should automatically pipe the waste output into nothing land. Meanwhile, here's how we're doing. A 325 casing heat. Core heat is crazy high. Our fuel efficiency is, whatever it is. We don't care. 0.7 depleted, blah, 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 blah. We want to get this thing cooled down. So, let's grab some buckets. Buckets. That's not, okay. Let me put some more stuff away real quick. All right, so that's a mere 3 buckets thus far. That's all that we've got. So this is going to be a little bit of a time-consuming process. That's not the end of the world, though. I wonder if this will work if I break this top glass. I'm guessing it's not going to. I think it'll probably just shut off or stop being a valid structure entirely. That's fine too. That's also fine. I mean, we don't care. And basically, then we can just go ahead and take this and throw some of it down. Actually, hang on a second. This is it's gelic cryothium. Oh yeah, okay, so we take significant damage if we end up in here, because it is a chilly. Okay, so we're gonna need a fair number of this, a fair amount of this. So I guess it does make sense for me then to try and automate this a little bit. Although I think we'll automate this in a lazy-ish way. So let's. I think we'll just void this. We'll throw down another magma crucible. We'll have that crucibling up experience. I say automate. We're gonna partially automate it. At least get somewhat of a pipeline set up. Output to the top, please. Then we're still inputting from the bottom, so hooray. Snowballs, we need some of those. Give me some snowballs. And a boom into here. Snowballs. It's annoying that the stack is terrible, but that's okay. Well, let's. I think we've got a crafter somewhere. Craft. Yep. Crafter tier 1. We only need the tier 1. We'll just use this to craft more stuffs. More stuffs, you know, words. Yeah, we'll put that up here. There we go. And we will just, oh, it's got stuff in it. Nice, okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and forget that. Forget the remember layout and forget this. Well, whatever. We need, what is the recipe? It's blizz powder. We don't have. That's fine. Redstone. And then snow. Okay? Let's grab some blizz powder from here. And we'll edit this one. So clear. Get rid of this. And your recipe is a blizz and a blizz. And a snow and a redstone. Or I have the layout wrong. Is also possible. Nope, that's right. Okay. This will produce the cryothium dust. And there's no external. Do we want to keep? Sure, keep. And sure. Okay, let's go ahead and save that. And then all we need to do is I'll toss some redstone in here. I'll toss some snowballs in here. We'll put in, grab some item ducts. We just need one more magma crucible. Yeah, which is why we've got some platinum. Let's just pour out a gear from here, I guess. Gear cast, please. Man, we set up that whole thing and we're not even, oh well. Shame on us, whatevs, it's fine. Right, and this is a very slow process. In fact, platinum may be a hard enough metal that it's, you know, whatever. Let's get some item ducts. Sure, impulse item ducts work. Throw one of these over here. Gosh, do we want to be fancier with this? Kinda? No, probably not. Yeah, I think probably. Probably we will. So this, yeah, because this needs snow. And then this is gonna need redstone and snow. Yeah. So we'll do it. Let's set up another, and this is again just a temporary, but that's okay. See, energy condenser, Mark 1, and collector, Mark 3. And actually, we need 2 condensers. And neither of these are particularly costly resources, so I'm not super worried about that. Let's go ahead and set it up like so. And then we'll set this one here. So they'll share from that. This is going to generate, and then we need one more item duct like that. We're going to need some servos. Do I have servos on me? I do not. Shame on me. Servo. And let's just disconnect that. We'll servo out of here. Ignore redstone. Servo out of here. Ignore redstone. And this, you need to generate snowballs. Let's take some material out of the crafter, so we've got it. And then redstone. Go. So tell you, please generate snowballs. Tell you, please generate redstone. And cool. And now this should push stuff, and it should near us firstify most of this. Yeah, actually, if we do something like that, I'm gonna tell this to pull out from here as well. And then we can tell this, hey, push up. There, yeah, push up. So that should mean, okay, this gets filled up. This is gonna keep stuff in there. That's great. We've got some various draconium stuff. Okay, so that should work. That should provide both of these things with enough stuff. And so long as we're producing, I mean, snowballs are 1 EMC, so it's not like we're going to end up accidentally throwing the wrong thing in the fluid transposer. We should be fine in that respect. I gotta get some more experience going. Throw a lot of this away. and experience. Go ahead and crucible that up. And how are we looking? Let's make our last magma crucible, which should be getting us the actual liquid that we need. We needed the platinum gear. And magma crucible, please. We need a machine frame. That was one of the things. Bum. Put that in there, and then magma crucible. We need a little bit more stuff. What do we need? Okay, redstone reception coil. That's nice and easy. And then we just need another bronze gear. That should also be easy now. Toss that on there. Oh, come on. Can I, if I put a chest here, is it going to extract? I'm not sure. It is not. Okay, but a hopper should. So we can just do that. Yeah, just give me a hopper, please. Fine, that works. Put some bronze gears in there, please. No? Okay. For whatever reason, does not want to do that. How about like that, maybe? I don't think so. No. Okay, that if anything works, that should. Oh, you know what? Is it? I think it's. Let's see. Oh, okay. You actually need 4 bronze. Right, you need 4 bronze. Okay. There. This is. I wonder if could this be an issue? One of the. Yeah. I wonder if maybe that's the issue. The hopper can only drop 1 at a time, and so it won't accept it. This is an issue we ran into in a different mod pack, where trying to drop in the wrong amount of stuff. Okay, fair enough. We just need to make sure we chuck in enough of the things for things to work. Okay, fair enough. Fair. Throw that in there, and now we should be able to craft another magma crucible. Oh, come on. Oh, it was a copper gear. Gosh darn it. Fair enough. Okay. Come on. All right, thank you. Give me the copper gear. Okay. Yeah, we probably should try and automate that at some point. Although we need to do it more carefully. Okay. And another magma crucible. Hooray for us. Let's throw this over here. And then this, configure off and input from the top. And then we just need some more item ducts. And we can disconnect this for beauty. And then just impulse you out. Boom. Please. Yes, okay, you have extracted your extraction materials, and cool, cryothium dust is ending up in there. So hooray for you. Hooray for all this stuff. We've backlogged on that. We're not backlogged on redstone, but that's okay. Where are we shy? We're not getting, why are we not pushing materials up? Oh no, it's just we're out of snow. Why are we out of snow? Oh, I see. This is actually, that's fine. We just need to also input from this side. There we go. Okay, now we're getting snow. We just need to configure the side to allow input as well. Fair enough. Okay, so then, yeah, cool. We can go ahead and let this kind of sit, and it should automatically produce a bunch of material for us. Hooray. Ah, okay, I remember what the gear upgrade was for. It's for the upgrade kits. The hardened upgrade kit requires bronze. And who knows? Why not? Let's try and make this anyway. Let's see. Hardened. Let's see. This is silver gear. Okay, and then signalum. Oh, electrum. Oh, with cryothium dust as well. Cool. And then the final one. We can at least harden this machine because this one seems to be the fluid transposer. Actually, seems to be the slow bit for the moment. So we can harden that, and that should improve this a little bit, maybe by some amount. And then hopefully we'll go through this a little bit faster, but yeah, right now that seems to be the bottleneck by a significant margin. I'm going to see about throwing some more upgrades on there. And you know what I'm thinking? Maybe it's because these things actually require multiple inputs. Maybe this is a case where the precision dropper might make a lot of sense. So we just set that up there, and plop 4 of them in, and it'll just drop them all, and they can just remain there until they have a chance to process. I don't know. Seems like maybe if we do decide that we want to actually automate gear casting, that might be a smart thing to do. There we go. Reinforced. Go ahead and toss that on there as well. How are you doing? Come on, speed it up. Speed it up. Oh, there we go, baby. There we go. Yeah, that pedestal certainly helped. Let's get an awful lot of buckets out of here. Fantastic. I mean, just look at that. That's what I like to see. Okay. It's still going to take us a little while to get this process going. But hey, you know, I should probably also get more solid experience going. Okay, I think this is the last set of these. The crafting is very fast. It's just the darn. Right now, it's the empower that's slow, and it's just getting all the ingredients to the right places. Granted, it's still faster than it would be if I was doing it manually. But you know. Okay, so with that in place, let's go ahead and seal this up and turn this thing back on and see what sort of improvement we get. Now, of course, we may discover, hey, we actually want to make this thing taller or do something crazy, but, you know, it's at least... Okay, that looks lovely. Let's, I moved this over here just to keep it in there. It is offline. Let's activate it and see what we get. Look at that. We are getting, temperature is rising. We are able to cool a lot more. Oh, my goodness. So we've gotten, like, double the RF already. And it looks like it's going to sell somewhere around 8,000 RF per tick. Oh, man. That is fantastic. So that is about 100 times what we were managing before with our own stuff. And it looks nice. You can see the fuel rods down in there. They're sort of sticking out of there. It's lovely. I wonder. Yeah, no, I guess we can't. But yeah, that means we can actually get rid of this platform. I suppose there are dark matter pedestals that are improving this as well. But still, even with that. This is definitely going to help us a fair bit, and if we need to, we can make it taller. We can get more cryothium dust. I was thinking, hey, you know what? If we're going to end up requiring a lot more of this solidified experience, which we may end up doing because we may want more cryothium for upgrading our machines and stuff, then we probably do want to get into the very last tier of servos, which means getting into resonant stuff. Which may mean that we actually want to look at the alloy smelter from Ender.io for actually making alloys rather than trying to rely on the smeltery. Although we'll have to see. Enderium. This is the block. Let's see. Block of Enderium. Enderium. Yeah, Enderium itself is not does not have EMC. So it's not a one and done type of thing. And anything that's not a one and done type of thing, I don't want to necessarily rely on trying to automate the Tinker Smeltery. In theory, that stuff we could do, but oh man, it'd be so many different ways of complicated. We could automate crafting alloyed ingots and stuff, and alloyed blocks. But actually, shaped stuff, man, that'd be a mess. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed. We've gone through a lot of stuff, but we have crazy amounts of power now and should be well on our way to getting to the end game of Draconic, getting to our crazy final tier, the Chaotic Fusion Crafting Injector. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you next time. Cheers.